wanted to bring that up. And then the other thing was Keyan's post. How would you feed yourself on $20 a day? Keyan, why did you want to feed yourself on $20 a day?
Yeah, I got curious about, I don't know, this was a thought that occurred to me as I was figuring out what to eat for dinner, and I didn't want to cook it, and I didn't want to refrigerate it, and I was like, well, can I do this every day? How much would it cost? And how could I do it most cheaply? And it's actually a kind of a hard problem because like most of the cost benefit you get from shopping at the grocery store is that you don't have to, that is that you cook it and you get to buy in bulk because you have a refrigerator. But without that, it kind of limits your options quite a bit. Things start to get pretty expensive. So that's why I asked. And a lot of stackers had some points of view. Darth Coin ended up talking about how they do it. A lot of it seems like probably a lot of the food he was eating when he was building a citadel. Justin Shocknet also described how some people ate during his wolf pack at when he was at Wolf in New York City for their accelerator.
Yeah, because they don't have stoves or anything. It's just near a bodega. Me and Topher stayed there for like 3 days or 2 days or whatever.
Oh.
And we just ate out the whole time.
Yeah, he said that some people got like an egg cooker, which like kind of steams the eggs, and I think they had in-suite like little refrigerators that they were able to use for refrigeration.
It's a small little place.
I think I think some of them had hot plates or like Foreman grills.
But it's cheaper just to eat in New York though, because they have like cheap Chinese restaurants and stuff.
Oh, I didn't know that, but
everything's cheap. They have like dollar pizzas too.
Dollar slices?
Dollar slices, I mean, yeah.
Yep. Well, I mean, a lot of people, Jimmy chimed in about pemmican, which I was aware of.
What's that?
It's basically beef jerky, ground up beef jerky mixed with beef fat, and usually dried cranberries or some other kind of dried fruit. But it's, you know, historically has been a food that travelers have used before refrigeration, before.
Interesting.
You know, like settlers and Native Americans.
Yeah. I didn't see that part where you put no without cooking or refrigeration. I didn't see that part.
Yeah, a lot of people seem to not read
that part, yeah.
Detail, yeah.
I think that kind of changes things.
It does.
Yeah. I think once you take out that part, I think I would just do water only then. Because you can go pretty long without eating.
Yeah, depending on how much body fat
has,
you can go a while.
You can go a long time. You can go a really long time.
Yeah, but if let's assume.
How long are you looking to go for?
Oh, let's assume a year.
Oh, no. Yeah. A year. Yeah. Oof.
Yeah. The best I found in this downtown area was
7-Eleven?
P. Terry's.
Oh, no. You can do better than that. 7-Eleven.
P. Terry's you can get 2 triple hamburgers and 1 double hamburger for just under $20. And at that point, you have pretty good macros, where very high protein and over about 2,000 calories, which maybe slightly higher, maybe like 2,300.
So me and Super, when we used to hang out all the time in 22 and 21 and early 23, we used to be at Club 11. We'd hang out all the time. So we used to do a thing where we would go to church on Sundays, and then we would go there super early in the morning, and they would give us free breakfast. So we would go get free breakfast, and then we would go to church to mass, and then in the afternoon we would get, we would have either drinks in the lab, or we would have or when we were at Capital Factory, we would have free drinks. And then if we were hungry, we would go to 7-Eleven. And this one we were plugging it. We would go to 7-Eleven and we would get like 2 hot dogs and chips and a drink. And I think it was $3 back then. And those hot dogs are big. and either we would split the hot dogs or we would buy our own hot dogs. And that was like $3 or $5. It just depends. And then once we moved down over here on East 6, we would either go to the pizza place that's down here, and the calzones are like $11 or $12, I think, and that would fill up both of us because we would cut it in half, and you get he would like the buffalo chicken one, and then so we would just split the buffalo chicken one
Rapolos.
at Rapolo's, yeah.
Yeah.
And then we would get the free drinks, and we would have chips or something. And so we would do that all the time, and we would only eat like once a day. We would just fast for the rest of the day. And then I don't know if you remember,
Well,
but
it sounded like, but you went and got breakfast in the morning.
yeah, we would have free breakfast in the morning on Sundays. And then I don't know if you remember when we would and then when he was I'm giving away all super secrets. Sorry, super test net. Oh, you don't watch the show anyway. But and then he goes, "Yeah, I do car." Well, anyway, the other thing that we would do is sometimes we would go to Wendy's because they would have the super cheap burgers for like 99 cents. Back when they would have 99-cent burgers, we would do that too. So there's a lot of cheap ways to eat in Austin. Even now, like you could still eat cheap in Austin if you really wanted to. I think the cheapest ways to eat, like if you're plubbing it, and this is what I used to do like in college, and I still do from time to time, is like I'll just go on a cabbage fast where like you could just buy cabbage and like sausage and like bacon, and you can make a lot of food for like a week and just eat cabbage.
Huh. I haven't heard of a cabbage.
Yeah, you just buy like 2 heads of cabbage and like sausage and like bacon. It's like less than $5. And then you just cook that, and that'll make like a big old pot of food. You're gonna be farting like hell though, but like,
dude, you're a bachelor if you're eating like that anyway. So don't.
But dude, it's really good for you because it just like cleans out your system. And then the other thing you can do too is like make beans. You just make a big old batch of beans. That's good for you. And then what else you could do? Like potatoes are super cheap. You could eat rice. Like rice is super cheap. Lentils are super cheap.
Yeah, but that's all cooking.
Yeah, it's all cooking.
Yeah, so I guess
That's what I'm saying. Like I think the cooking thing, you have to have fire, dude. Even our ancestors,
you don't.
You have to, though.
You can't start a fire on Congress right here.
I mean, you have to, though.
Street.
You can get a little burner, small little burner like that, and like make rice.
Not everywhere.
Sure, you can.
Maybe you're in an Airbnb. You're renting a room. You're in a hotel.
Yeah, but they make those. They have those little small little burner things.
Your Airbnb host is gonna let you.
You don't tell them.
Cook a cabbage stew.
You don't tell them.
You don't think they're gonna know, and you're farting up, and you're like,
well, that's why you don't make. That's why you don't make cabbage. You maybe make a big pot of rice, and you just eat rice, like, and you store it correctly. Yeah. And then you just eat Spam or something. I don't know, some kind of like tribe, like what he was saying, like pot food. But yeah, I think rice and like canned meat is probably the way to go.
Yeah. All right. Well, you're living in a pod. Okay. That's the thing. You don't even have electricity. You don't have a burner.
But you have to have fire. Like you have to have fire and water. Like
no, you have water, but it comes from like the bathroom sink. You know, like you don't have electricity. You're in a pod.
You don't have fire.
You're paying your $15 a night to be in a pod. You don't have fire.
I'd find a way to break out. There's no way. I would find a way to break. I would be like, why did God put me in this situation? That's called prison, Keyan. It's like, what? Yeah, what did I do to get in prison?
Can't go to Rapolo's.
You get treated better than that. Like, yeah. Anyways.